I think we'll have a great time tomorrow. A lot of really fun people playing MaxPax. Obviously, the skill level is going to be all over the place. Some of them are going to be very good. Some of them are maybe going to be a bit in the dark. I don't know what to expect. I'm just here. I just know that I'm going to be here for a very long time tomorrow. And we're going to try to make it a fun day. And I'm very excited to play the last match, even though it's going to be at like 3 or 4 a.m. Having Pig on my side, that gives me so much confidence. Because I think Pig is quite good. Faces the underdog, absolutely. I'm alright, but Pig is really good. So, I think we're going to cook. I'm excited for that. If you guys just joined us, we are in the exact middle of this edition of the Big Brain Bouts. We had a 3-0, but it was a 3-0 with an absolute turbo banger of a first game. That game on Hellscape between Gunnar and Eric is probably going to be the highlight of the evening. It's going to be hard to beat that, to be honest. But let's hope that this TVP can also give us some fireworks. Mute versus Future. When I told Future that I would make him play against Mute, he legitimately did not know who Mute was. That is impressive. I was like, man, he's damn good. I'm ready, by the way. I'll let them know. He's damn good. He's been making waves. He had a couple of great runs, especially in the Pigosaur. Future being the favorite, sure, I can get behind that. But Protoss is good. I think Mute played some really good games against Milky Cow. That game on Ultra Love, also one of my favorite games. Like, if I think of 2 games in the Big Brain Bouts over the last 10 weeks that truly stood out for me, it is Milky and Mute on Ultra Love, and that game that Gunnar just played earlier. I'm sorry that it didn't go your way, mate, but that was a really fun, exciting game on Hellscape against Eric. 2 of the most fun games that I think we've seen in a while. It is indeed Peru versus USA. This man didn't even know his opponent. He is a top-tier North American Terran player. He's been one of the best Terrans NA has had for a very long time, if not the best from time to time. Took a little break. He's still active. He's the one who reached out to me. He said, Roddy, this Friday I can play. I would love to play. And if he's available, I pretty much always invite him. Because it's always good to see some Americans play Starcraft. Let's do it. Co-main event of the evening. Big Brain Bouts number 92. Here we go.
Let's get it on.
And of course, right when we load into this game, my contact lens is hurting me. Oh, good.
Round 1. Fight.
Bottom left side of El Dorado. We are looking at the main base of the American Terran player. It is Future. And bottom right side, representing Peru. That's right. This is BB Mute. Go Brazil. Brazil's already won, mate. Brazil already cooked. And did not get cooked. Like they got cooked by Argentina not too long ago. That was painful. Peru doesn't seem to have a very good football team these days. Huh? I feel like a couple of years ago, Peru was quite strong in football. Seems like they're struggling a little. South America is always tough because there's so many good nations. Even Chile seems to be really bad these days. Well, you go back 8, 12, 16 years, Chile was so good back then. It's kind of crazy how quickly things can turn around in South American football. What is this opening? Why are we opening up double gas? Quickest target, I guess, but I don't know. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of any Protoss opening that delays your Nexus more than it should. Well, let's see. I'm sure that he has his reason for it. Maybe it's an El Dorado exclusive. I don't know. We'll find out together. I'm also very excited for racing this weekend, guys. Suzuka, great track. Probably the one track that I dream of visiting one day. Quick Sentry. That's interesting. The Greek team. And you've got the striker now. Benfica striker. Used to play for AZ. He's a goal machine. And whenever you have a goal machine, it's always easy to get excited over your national team. The downside of going Sentry is that it's a little bit harder maybe to send probes to the low ground or maybe... Oh, that's a nice force field by Mute. Well done. And he obviously has the hallucinated Phoenix on the other side of the map. We should get a good scout. We got a pretty good scout. I'm extra excited about this series because Future almost made it seem like I did him a massive favor. Like he thought that he would get an easy opponent, and I really don't think that Mute is easy. If Mute can beat Milky Cow 3-1, I think he absolutely has what it takes to put up a good fight against Future too. When I contacted Mute about this match, Mute did say, that's tough, Future is really good, he's better than me, but I can always do my best, Roddy. I was surprised by that. Like, in my mind, it should be like very close. And these two, with all the great results that Mute has had, I don't know. Maybe I believe more in Mute than he believes in himself. He's playing some sort of a Roddy Mech build here. A very quick Stargate, a Robo, but he also has Warp Gate. Maybe a Phoenix Colossus? I don't know. Definitely an odd one, Sep. I agree. We'll just lean back and we'll enjoy the ride. And of course, after this, I know a couple of you guys already asked me throughout the night, it will be time for a special and Scarlett. Will Juanito win once more? Is he turning this into his own little Chem saga? Or is Scarlett the one to shut down the Juanito comeback hype train? I'm actually very curious what you guys will vote for that best of 5, because I think it's a tough one. What has the score been for now between these guys? 0-0. If you mean earlier tonight, we had Hacker is top, the Ukrainian random player, win 3-1 over Patches, and Eric just got a 3-0 victory over Gunny. And this is our third series of the night. The winner of this gets $100, the loser gets 25. Exclamation mark B, guys, or exclamation mark bracket always works if you guys want to learn more about the Big Brain Bouts. And people also keep on asking, how do you get invited? Either you're very good, and these guys obviously qualify because they're very good, or you show a lot of activity in weekly cups. That is the one way. Writing me on a random Saturday saying you want to play if you're 4K doesn't do much. You write me on a Tuesday after you played in some of the Monday cups, I consider it. Zerg Scarlett or Protoss Scarlett? Should be Zerg, but I don't force people to play races, so if Scarlett wants to play Protoss, she is absolutely allowed to do so. I do not recommend it, but I mean, she did beat Dongray good back then. Huh? Slightly different times though, guys. All tech challenge, yeah, this is... It's a very interesting way of getting to Phoenix and Zealot. You know what, I don't even really hate it. The Future has gone for a scout here with an empty medevac. Maybe Future is just very confused as well about what on earth is he playing against. He's got a triple rack setup with a reactor on the factory. Now we've got a Robo as well. Yeah, Mute is just... I don't know. Everything. This is weird. It's literally everything, but it's kind of working. This is a lot of damage, by the way. Future has no units at all. Future says, you know what? If you want to use all your Phoenix energy to kill some SCVs, that's fine. I am immediately running to the other side of the map. This is, needless to say, guys, a pretty big commitment. Because he's still a 2-base Terran. He doesn't have a 3rd base yet. And moving out against Phoenix Zealot most of the time means that you are forced to stand your ground and fight. There's no casual like, oh, I'm gonna move out, just kidding, I'm gonna turn around, ooh, the medevac gets picked off as well. Mute's kind of cooking here, no? I know it's been a weird game and maybe not the most economic game ever on the side of Mute, but he's doing a lot of things right. No! I jinxed him. He's doing a lot of things right until he flies into double Widow Mine. Now, I don't know if we can fight this. We have no energy on the Phoenix. A couple force fields will buy sometime. Oh no, that's the only pylon. That is the only pylon powering the robo, powering the battery. And without a Colossus, I think we are in trouble. There are some Widow Mines here. One tank gets lifted. We need Zealots, mate, and we need them bad. But they are too late. The Zealots just a little bit too late. Oh no. We have a backup pylon there, guys. Always have a tasteless pylon behind your Artelsis pylon. It could have been so different. With one Colossus, a couple Zealots. Oh man. That's kind of how a lot of my PvTs go. Where you feel like so much goes right. And then one thing goes wrong. You fly into 2 mines on the other side of the map and it's panic and everything falls apart and you're just dead. And Future has always been a very lethal Terran. He's so good when it comes to finding that killer instinct and delivering that finishing blow. I mean, one Colossus there. 3 Zealots. I think you're totally fine. Unfortunate for Mute. Definitely did not play a bad game. Bit of a weird strat. But it could just be an El Dorado special, because El Dorado is such a, I would say, weird and unique map. It was almost working out. Maybe at one point, like, using Phoenix Energy is good, but you also need to make sure that you have enough firepower to deal with the first Terran move out. You don't want to throw away all your Phoenix Energy, and then basically you can't lift anything on the other side of the map. And if you go for Phoenix, and a Sentry, and Zealous, and an Immortal, and into Colossus, into 3-base, then you kind of need to see a little more of the Phoenix rather than just kill a medevac. And they did. But yeah, we need to be able to lift a couple Marines, Marauders, Widow Mines, whatever. Whatever is available, we need to lift something to make sure that we can win the fight. I was just trying to hype him up, Gary, but definitely did feel the moment I said Mute is cooking and he's playing a really good game. Well, everything fell apart real quick. I still stand by it. I think he played a good game. Give the man some love.
Round 2. Fight!
Top right side. He's up 1-0 and he's sending out a couple of the boys very early on here on ley lines. This is the American Terran player. One of the best American Terrans that we've ever had in his future. Bottom left side, it is our Peruvian Protoss who has gone for some sort of a wall-off setup at first. Curious to see if he has another very weird build or if this one is going to make a little more sense. This is Mute. The mechanics I would kind of agree with. If he scouts this, by the way, immediately, it's be so big. Mute! Have a small change of heart. Oh, doesn't see it. Oh. Does not see it. We definitely all saw that TOS player. We've been talking about it for 2 hours. The future Neep versus Terran. I don't know if Neep wants to play. If Alex ever wants to play, guys, I will do my best to get him there as quickly as possible. I know you guys love Neep. I love Neep. He is a GOAT. Definitely one of the best foreign players we've ever had. Maybe he will make a little comeback for EWC. So the probe has made it into the main base. We know there is no barracks here, but the last game the barracks was also kind of hidden in the natural. This time the barracks is built rather aggressively on the other side of the map. That means this Reaper is going to show up real quick. He's right. Yes, guys. We've been talking about it for a long time. He's absolutely right. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to digest. I'm sure that conversations are running at full speed in various Discords, Reddit, Team Liquid. Either it's great news or it's terrible news. Until I know everything, it's very hard for me to say. Obviously, EWC is a fantastic thing to be a part of. I truly believe EWC is going to be a thing and it's going to be big in the world of esports for many years to come. This is a bad start for Mute, guys. Doesn't get the Reaper, loses 3 probes. We need another pylon here, but I don't see how he can get a probe down. I don't know if you can do this. I don't know if you can do this. So I'm trying to get a second battery. Heal up your pylon then, mate. Maybe you can build one more probe here and then build another pylon. You need another pylon or heal up your pylon. Maybe it's okay. It looked very bad to me at first. Obviously, Future has good micro, guys, and a lot of these Stalker shots are not going to connect. Energy recharge got used, but it's not as good as battery overcharge in the past. We need to heal up our pylon again. Very nice SCV micro. He has already dodged like 8 Stalker shots. Now he's finally going to lose the SCVs because the bunker is full. The Marines, 4 Marines are shooting at this pylon. Stop. Well, now they're going for the Stalker. There is 1 dead Stalker. Sorry, it's 3 Marines and a Reaper. Losing 1 Stalker acceptable. Losing 2 Stalkers painful, but if we keep our Nexus alive, and this is it, put our probes to work, may not be that bad yet. Obviously, it's never great. Please heal, heal. Mate, you can right click. You have energy. Just right click. Not needed, apparently. Chrono Boost gets used. Clock Banshee is the follow-up. It's a very smart follow-up. Because as a Protoss, you invest a lot of resources into cranking out a couple battle units earlier on, building extra probes, building extra batteries, and then you still want to get blink right, but it all delays the real tech so much, the robos and the forges. I think that is an excellent strategic choice by Future. No, that robo might still be in time, to be fair. Please get another pylon here. Our entire game right now comes down to this pylon. Shy guy. Ooh, he goes charge first. What a decision. That is all. I almost feel like this is a gamble, where he's maybe thinking that Future has a 1 base follow-up, and because there could be a 1 base follow-up, or like some Marines in a Cyclone, like 1.5 base, he wants to go charge first. Against Cloak Banshees, we don't want charge first. What we really want is an observer. ASAP here. I don't know that crispy. I mean, we just finally figured out the RTS title for this year. What is it going to be next year? I don't think anybody right now could give you a good answer on that. No one knows that. Observer is 80-90% done. Could just be Starcraft again, mate. It could just very well be Starcraft again. Who knows? Oh, a little bit of perhaps misclick there on the side of Future. That Banshee went in a little bit deeper, but he does save it. So double clock Banshee. Future is down 12 workers. Doesn't look that bad, I think, for our Peruvian Protoss. But it's an uncomfortable game. It's an annoying game. He's gone charge first. We kind of want blink against the Banshees. It's... yeah. It's not bad. Like, technically he's in a fine spot, but it feels very uncomfortable. I don't have a single reasonable thing to say about the next year, because I don't know. I know as much as you guys. I do think a few options are very unlikely. I do think it's also very fair to say, guys, that if Stormgate was a success, and if Stormgate would have popped up, that this summer could have been, and maybe would have been Stormgate. I think that is very likely. But obviously with the way that the early access went, and the current player base, and the mood around it, it's just, that's obviously not happening this summer. Probe in main is following another probe. Yep, you're right. This one. So one probe in the main base, not doing anything. Could always be some nerfs. Like, I know that I'm very chill, right? We've done 92 weeks of the Big Brain Bouts. I love it, but I cast so much Starcraft. I just always hope that you guys have a good time, that we have an exciting night of games, and I make a couple gamers happy. But for a lot of these guys, like, they play Starcraft all week. This is the only time that they will play a best of 5 for $100. And as soon as there's money on the line, and you know people are watching, there is some pressure, and if there is pressure, there are more mistakes, on average. Like, he still doesn't have blink. I find that crazy. I don't know why you wouldn't ever go blink. We've got 6 stalkers. Sure, it's 150, 150, but we've had money for it, mate. Get blink. And the zealot, he does have a serious number of zealots. The problem is that if we don't have any blink stalkers, we only have zealot charge, we have very little micro potential in our army. What we can do is maybe set up a great surround, set up a great engagement, just overwhelm. But there's not a lot of micro right now in the army of Mute. Future with another committed move out. The move out could get slapped. If the zealots can get a surround, I really believe in the Protoss army here. But if all the zealots run in from one angle, I don't know if I believe in the Protoss army. We cannot lose this Nexus. That much is certain. We are going to have to micro our zealots a little bit. The Widow one shots are damn good. We do have a lot of zealots. Guardian Shield coming in as well. Might be enough Protoss. It is enough Protoss to live. We are losing some probes to the Banshees. The zealot count is so freaking high. Well done by Mute, but upgrades are late. Still no blink. It's so painful. Why don't we go blink here, mate? Why don't we... You can have blink and charge, Bullia. You can have blink and charge. And he definitely didn't go charge to deal with this push. He went charge because I think he was worried about the 1 Cyclone, 1 Medevac, 5 Marine follow-up, or the landed Viking follow-up. That's why he went charge. If he knows it's a Cloak Banshee opening, he would never go charge. No Protoss player at this level would ever want to go charge against a Cloak Banshee opening. It's not a thing. We do have a Colossus now. We have a bit of an army. Mute is doing his absolute best to survive, hang in there. I think going up to 4 bases is a little bit crazy. Obviously, it's not really a 2-base all-in either by Future. It's not like he pulled the boys. Man is going up to 3 bases. He's even in workers. Future doesn't even have to be too aggressive right now. But since he's got the micro potential on his side, there's no reason not to be. Hallucinated Phoenix trying to drag some HeroMarine shots. Doesn't quite work. I mean, Immortal Stalkers and 2 Colossus is pretty good though, and especially in these numbers. I know. I think if you play a game like this as a Protoss, you need to be way up in workers. This does not look good enough in the end. We are not necessarily ahead in upgrades. Even though +1 armor is halfway down, but the Ghosts are already on the way. Viking production is kicking in for Future. It'd be very impressive if a Mute can win this. He does have a base advantage for now as a minor worker lead. I'm not sure about the Templar Archives. I feel like if 3 Ghosts are about to come out and we are warping in the Templar Archives, we already kind of missed our Templar Archives window. Units lost resource step. We can see that our Peruvian Protoss has lost around 1136 resources more than his opponent. Future has dropped. That's an interesting eBay placement, by the way. Alright. Roddy math on point. Math ain't that bad. Mr. Bitter tried to tell me for years that I'm not allowed to do math on stream, but counting is really not that hard. Unless I'm omega stressed or out of my element, and then I just can't use my brain, but I don't know how I feel today, guys. On one end, I'm very happy and excited. On the other end, I'm also kind of stressed and confused, and I've got so many questions. But I'm just enjoying myself, and I think in the end, that's all we can do. When we're watching Starcraft in 2025, just enjoy. Try to make people happy, try to make the gamers happy, and the rest will come. This Terran army seems to be a little bit more powerful than the Protoss army. Unfortunately, Blink never finished up in time. We couldn't quite link the Stalkers into a spot where we could snipe the Vikings. And Future throughout the entire game has found enough damage. The American Terran takes a pretty convincing 2-0 lead, all things considered. And it's gonna be tough for Mute. Mute was already worried coming into this series. Really rates Future incredibly high. And Future is delivering. Still showing us that he is one of the very best that NA has to offer. Even if we don't get to see him a whole lot in some of these weekly cups, or there are no regionals right now for Future to star in. Mute may have some success in some of the weeklies and whatnot, and did really good against Milky Cow. Excellent even. And Milky is a solid 6k MMR European Terran. The Future is showing us there are still levels to this game. We were always going to be at EWC because it's the year of the rabbit. And it's incredibly unlikely that in the year of the rabbit there would not be any StarCraft being played at the biggest esports festival in the world. Had to happen. But what if it's next year and no year of the rabbit? Scary. But I'm not worried about next year. 1 year at a time, guys. Sea of the Snake. Year of the Rabbit, guys. That's why we're going to Saudi once more to crown a world champ. I'm just also so happy. I'm so happy that we can actually crown an official world champ. That is what I'm very happy about. Clem gets an opportunity to defend his title. Yona gets an opportunity to reclaim his title. Reynor gets an opportunity to set the record straight. All the other video gamers, Korea can fight back. Like, that's exciting. That's just fun. Can't wait. Couple months away, but I cannot wait. Round 3, guys, between these two gamers.
Round 3. Fight.
If we have some regional qualifiers, there's maybe a chance we get to see some of these guys over at EWC. We don't know how the qualifiers are going to work, but there's a chance that they want a very international field. They don't want to end up with 12 Koreans and 5 Europeans and, well, we'd have more Europeans, but let's say 8 and 1. Like maybe they'll say 1 Southeast Asia player, 1 Chinese player, 1 South American player. If we are guaranteed a South American player, this man's got a shot. Obviously, Calazur will suddenly be like, hey, I'm still Brazilian, guys. It's going to be tough. One North American player. I don't know about Central America. I think that's a bit too specific. But anyway, if we have NA qualities, I'm sure that this man will also do his absolute best. This is our North American Terran from the United States of America. A future. Top right side of Frostline, we are looking at the main base of our Peruvian player. If there would be a South American exclusive qualifier, I think he's got a shot. Even though there are some very good players over in South America. We just saw Eric, we know Diego is amazing. This man can be damn good too. It is our Peruvian Protoss, a mute. Colombian player. One specific Colombian, I don't know, it's a bit unlikely, but I can honestly see them have I can see them have a South American player. Or maybe they combine the Americas. It's possible they combine North and South America, but there's no way they wouldn't want to end up with only Koreans and Europeans. I cannot imagine that. But I am not in charge, so I could be wrong. And we've got a Marauder opening. Marauder with concussive shells coming out of future here, guys. I don't really, I don't rate this opening. This opening, I think, is very hit or miss. I think more often than not, you're going to find yourself behind as a Terran. Once in a while, it's a free win. Sometimes it's so-so, but more often than not, I think you're behind after this. Bring back Rootcats. Cats is working on Zero Space. He might cast, he might play. I don't know. Predicting it right now. Clem, Serral, Hero, Solar in the final four. Serral wins. Our first official top 4 and winner prediction is in. I'm predicting it too, mate. If you're in, I'm in. I'm gonna go with an all 4 in top 4 of Serral, Reynor, Trigger, and Clem. Trigger takes out Clem 4-3 in the semifinals. Plays the grand finals against whoever wins between our ZVZ. That's what I think is going to happen. The grand finals between Trigger and one of the Basilisk Zergs. Calling it right now. Dave, thank you so much, mate. 500 bits is a lot. 5 buckies for Roddy. We'll take that. Scarlett hits us with the Clem wins finals with Protoss. There would have to be a Terran in the finals for that. Mute has an answer, guys, for this Marauder opening, and that is great news. Don't get too greedy with the Stalker. Losing the Adept. I think we can trade out an Adept here for a Marauder, right? Yeah. We don't even have to, by the way, if the Stalker comes back in time. Reynor Serral is also not going to be ZVZ. Oh, it is. After the last few attempts of Reynor's Protoss. If Reynor and Serral play a big series against each other this year, it will be ZVZ. Like, if it's very big, a proper money on the line, it's ZVZ. I will never be top 4, mate. Honestly, we could force half the Starcraft scene to smoke Sisha all day and never sleep, and they would still bob me. I'm not doing anything. But I hope that I'm there. I hope I can make some videos with the guys. I hope we can cast. I hope we can yap. And if that happens, I'm happy. Roddy Magnet. I will definitely play another series against Magnet. Magnet started to get a little too much confidence. Winning a couple irrelevant online games. You know, last time we were over in Saudi Arabia, I bopped that Egyptian nerd 3-0. I wasn't even behind my PC for half of the game. I stood behind him while my zealots were moving. I was literally standing behind him. He's like clicking and I walked over. I'm like, break, the game is over. What are you doing? He wins a couple online games and he starts having a bit of attitude, so. If I'm going to Saudi Arabia again, oh, you bet your bottom dollar I'm playing Magnet again. Best of 3, 5, 7, 9, whatever he wants. It's happening. That's ridiculous, bully. Because I see it the other way around. Magnus has never won a relevant game against me. It's like whenever I'm having some memes, he wins a random ladder game and he's so proud. He got smoked. He challenged me offline. He dropped the gauntlet in front of me. He says, hey, you want to play best of 5? I said, yes, let's do it. And fear took over his body immediately. So, I didn't think you would say yes. Oh, of course I say yes. Let's do it. And then he needed half an hour to get his settings straight. I played with a ghetto mouse, a ghetto keyboard. I still trioed him. And I wasn't even in my chair for half of the last game. So the rematch is happening. I believe that Mute can hold this, by the way. If the Immortal can just get in range of the tanks, he can absolutely hold this. Our Peruvian Protoss, Mute, smacks down this move out of Future. And now we can counter, because Future is building a third command center on location. Go, 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 Mute. Go, go, go. I will. I love that. I'm gonna play Magnus on his own map. And if I win, we rename it. No, don't do this. Wait, go for the third, please. Mute. Guys, Mute. Yeah, no, okay, it's got cancelled already. But that's good. It's still so important that it got cancelled. No, we didn't, bully. We did not. We played like a ladder game. He's always dodging me, this Magnus. I'm having none of this. I don't think I'm very good in this video game, guys. I'm 37. There's a lot of things in life I care about. I do my best in many different ways. I don't think I'm very good. But I will die on the hill that I absolutely smoked Magnus into 100,000 pieces. That boy won't kill more than 3 Stalkers in a best of 7 if I'm truly trying. And I'm willing to back it up at any given day. Orbital gets picked up, by the way. Maybe we do not want to lose our... Oh, that is an Artosis pile, and if I've ever seen one. Sweet baby Jesus. Mute. Mute. Let's not slip it. Oh my god, guys. Oh, they're great on par. Y2K all over again. I knew this was going to happen in 1999. Darkness. All the computers died. Artosis just somehow felt the urge to play some Starcraft 2 instead of Brood War today. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna play Brood War anyway. Complain about Protoss. Terran's so hard in Brood War, guys. Oh, they tried to scare us, Mr. Takwa. By the way, guys, happy birthday to Mr. Takwa. The legend. The man who did play in the Big Brain Bouts last week. We won't go over the games. Celebrating his birthday. I believe he's turning 25 today. Happy birthday, mate. Young and beautiful, right? Full of life. You're like my age, right? Oh, you're younger than me. I apologize. I know, you probably feel like old, but when I say you're my age, you're still younger. Future is going to pull a couple of the boys, but guys, we have a Colossus, and as long as we don't donate our Colossus here, we should not get a 3-0. Mute did a lot of things right this game, especially I think the start was great against the Marauders. I don't know about this. Just chill, man, just chill. Time is on your side. Let those gates do their thing, warp in after warp in. Always have a Guardian Shield. For game-deciding fights, please always have a Guardian Shield. Kind of loving this. Yeah, this is alright. Maybe split up a couple Zealots. Ooh, oh, the Widowmine's actually on Burrowed. Honestly, that is good news for Mute. Man, Future is somehow making this kind of close now. He is going to get on top of the triangle base, and he's probably going to take it out. Is this a Warp Prism, mate? This is not the... It's crazy. Why are we thinking about sending a Warp Prism to the other side of the map? Future is loading everything he has up into Medevacs. He's going to drop into the main, but Colossus should be goaded here. The Robo is going to soak up some shots as well. The Widowmines might hurt a little. Split the Zealots. No splits were given. As a true Protoss player, Mute says not a single split was given. But we've got lasers for days. Blink. Come down something. Empty Medevac. Whatever. Warp Prism in the main. Chilling. Zealots. Here we go. For Peru, baby. I don't know if they say vamos over in Peru as well, but I'm sure they do. Because I believe vamos is universal. Especially in Latin America. Come on, Mute. Vamos, vamos, vamos. I think he's done it. It's crazy. It's hectic. It's close, but it's fine. He's got it. Mute gets one on the board and shows us that he is competitive, at least with Future. Well done. Good start. Good follow-up, especially. Really, really good defense against the few Marines, Marauders, and the tanks. That Immortal struggled a little bit to get in range, but in the end, they did get in range. And I think that was the start of Mute's victory. Like the counterattack as well, especially since Future was a bit greedy building the third on location. By being there, you force him to cancel it. And that allows us to still dream about walking away with 100 buckies if we're in the corner of Mute. He's going to have to win 2 more games. Apparently feeling the pressure a little bit. Saying 2 minutes please, be right back. Did you know about EWC before they announced? No. So everything that I've said over the last few weeks is always honest. I never once got the confirmation that EWC was happening. What I did get is a bunch of emails of other teams trying to fish for Serral and Reynor. And if other teams are suddenly interested in StarCraft 2 players in the year 2025, there is a reason for that. So I figured that some people know something that I don't. Because I love StarCraft and you guys love StarCraft, but esports teams haven't shown a lot of love to StarCraft. Outside of a few very great orgs, obviously, like Team Liquid, like Shopify. We got lucky with those, but you know, the other big ones that left us many, many years ago, if they're suddenly interested in StarCraft 2 players, then we're probably going to EWC. No, what I did find out was the EPT news a couple days ago. That is something I knew. That is something I was aware of, but only a few days ago. Not before that. No, so I knew about as much as you guys did, other than the EPT news. But now I'm just left with a lot of questions. Like you guys are left with a lot of questions. How do people qualify? Is it 1 year? Do we have other events? I have all those same questions. How much are you trading Reynor for? Honestly, they get money. If they want Reynor, they get money to go with it. Please take him. No, never. We love our guys. Never. Well, Rodicast EWC, I did not get contacted about that yet, but I would normally say yes, because A, I've done all the big events over the last 10, 12, 14 years, right? And B, I think I'm still showing a lot of activity in StarCraft. I'm doing my best. I'm sponsoring kids. I'm hosting tournaments. I'm playing. I feel like I'm doing about as much as I could, so if they wouldn't select me, that'd be a bit odd, but life would go on. One way or the other, life would go on. What if they offer Reynor irresistible offer? What do you mean? What are you asking me? I would trade Reynor for Max Verstappen in a heartbeat. If Basilisk could be on the Red Bull F1 car and on Max's helmet, I'm taking it. Only for Max, nothing else. Higher pay than Basilisk? I mean, there are contracts for that for a reason, but it's not only about like how much certain teams pay. Like especially guys like Reynor, obviously very conscious as well that Basilisk has been amazingly good to the StarCraft 2. Oh no, what is he doing? He lifted his CC. Basilisk has treated all of us on the SC2 roster over the last few years amazing. Like as good as any org could ever treat us. And that also builds up loyalty, right? So last summer there were offers for Reynor. There were some dream teams for Reynor in the past interested. Some that even tried to play into his League of Legends angle, where it's like, hey, you can spend time with our League players. But Reynor in the end decided to stay with Basilisk because the org has been really, really, really good to us. And if someone is that good to you for years, then you just don't just leave. You're not gonna leave for a similar offer of a different team or even a slightly better offer. You build up loyalty, right? What would my dream EWC finals with non-Basilisk players be? That doesn't sound like any dream finals, man. That sounds like a nightmare. But if you're talking about a nightmare, then I would say... I mean, it depends a little bit. Like, I have to get closer to the event just to see what kind of shape everybody is in. I do feel that Clem should probably be a part of it as the defending champ. Like, maybe like Clem Maru would be very exciting for a neutral StarCraft fan, but... I'd say a bigger team than TSM Frostwall. But doesn't matter, we don't have to go into specifics or details. The TLDR is that the boys stayed with us. The boys are happy with Basilisk, we are very happy with the boys, and that is all that matters, right? Alright guys, game 4. Top left side of Anomaly. We are looking at the main base of the American Terran. He's still up 2-1. This is a map with a lot of thunderbolts. This is Future. Bottom right side, it is our Peruvian Protoss. He is down 1-2. This is Mute. Oh, yeah, if Max is an option, obviously Max would be a part of a Dream Finals. If I cannot have any Basilisk players in the final, yeah, I would love to see MaxPax. That goes without saying. You guys know I'm a massive MaxPax fan. That'd be great. Also would love someone like Lambo be in the finals. So that'd be great too. No? And to answer the question of Basilisk is getting into other games, I see that the official Basilisk account is memeing a little bit in the chat. But I can safely answer that question with yes, Basilisk is going to enter other games. That is the whole reason why I got a promotion a while ago. To help in that process of us entering other games, give feedback, find the right candidates. That is obviously a real goal for us. Yeah, it's the first time we have this map. I selected it this week. Reaper, by the way, is cooking. I might have to mute these Thunderbolts because they are actually going on my nerves a little bit. But they hosted the wrong version as well. There is a TMC version that I think is a little bit bugged, and then there is a better version, but it does not matter. What does matter is that the Reaper of Future has already killed 2 probes. Wikipedia could be wrong, but my DM to you was right, Scarlett. This map is in the map pool. There is no Amygdala, and I want to say there is no Ultra Love, but I think they've played Ultra Love today, so I feel like they broke the rules, but it doesn't matter. 2 Hellions with a Cloak Banshee follow-up. There's 2 extra Hellions in the way as well, man. Future is finding some really good damage here. This is painful stuff, guys, for Mute. Oh. Yes, it is a weird map. Yes, it's a different map, but these are still, you would say, basic PvP things. Way too much damage. Way too much damage from Reapers and Hellions. There are Adepts. Man, that's so many Hellions, by the way. What the hell is Future cooking? He's made 6 Hellions in total. 6 Hellion Cloak Banshee opening. Should you think he's playing TVZ over here? Any sneak peeks on the other games Basilisk will be entering for? I can't say. I wish that I had something great to share, mate, but I cannot say anything yet. But I do hope that between now and the foreseeable future, you guys will be able to read about some of the things that we have been working on. And some of the games and scenes that we are eager to enter, but right now I can't say anything. If I need a strong Heroes of the Storm player, let me know. I'll consider it, mate. I know where Hazuops is at, but I think Hazuops is still with Team Liquid, no? Cloak Banshee is gonna sneak into the main base as well, and it's gonna show up like 7 seconds before this battery is done, so things kinda go from bad to worse for Mute. A nice win in Game 3, but Game 4 is off to a bit of a nightmare start, and now we can see the panic. Oh. It's just pain. Honestly, this is all just pain. Oh my god, if the Hellions drive in, I wanna see Future YOLO with the Hellions. Oh, that would have been the YOLO of the century. That does not quite work out, but the American Terran, guys, is absolutely cooking. When I presented him with this match, he said, well, I just bopped this guy, and I was like, he's pretty good. I know Future is good, but he was very confident. And well, in the end, it seems like he has kind of delivered on his promise. Something about these NA players, like Juanito as well, so confident in his predictions in the past against Nikic, and he delivered, and Future also delivered. Basilisk in Street Fighter 6. I mean, Street Fighter is awesome. Definitely a game that we will look at. Like, technically we'll look at everything, right? It's not like we are losing a game. That's true, but I mean, I do feel like in the first game he was kind of dominant. Second game somewhat dominant. Here in the final game, very dominant. Future, I think he was just eager for a really big challenge, and maybe he thought I was going to give him some of the European Protosses. But I think he's impressed by Mute. I think overall, Mute has shown Future tonight that, hey, like, I do belong. I am good. It's just Future is still a little bit better. And that is what it is. Roller Coaster Tycoon. You know, that's one of these games that I've never played, but I've always thought I should play once. Because I feel like I would really love Roller Coaster Tycoon. And leading the Mechabellum Pro scene. With Pi as our first official signing. Nothing is impossible, guys. Everyone's allowed to dream. Even Pi. I'm looking at this army, this move out of future, and I don't know what Mute is supposed to do against it. Maybe there are some clever ways to buy time with sentries, but the problem is the more sentries you make, the weaker your actual army becomes. You think Lemon is underrated? I invited Lemon not too long ago into the Big Brain Bouts. He asked me to play. I made him play. He lost 3-1. He said, sorry, me Chobo, no practice. And 4 days later, he DMs me, Roddy, I ready. I now practice. Very good. I was like, I feel like there was a better way to go about this, mate. Oh, I'll obviously gladly invite Lemon again. I do like Lemon. This is a painful fight for you, Mute guys. I don't think we can call it much of a fight. Future Joseph Newgarden, as I like to call him, has delivered once more a strong 3-1 victory in the end. And the American Terror player is showing us that he absolutely still got it. Future wins 100 buckies. Mute will still get 25 for playing. And I'm obviously excited to see more of these guys in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I feel like it had some good moments, but yeah, maybe Future still overall a tiny bit too good. All that experience coming in clutch. It is what it is. That means that we are getting ready for our final series of the night. Future gets the dub. Complete prediction is correct. That means it's time for our main event, guys. Scarlett versus Special. That is our best of 5 main event. BBB number 92. Scarlett, our Canadian. Should I do Cat or a CND? I feel like I always do this wrong. Is it CND, right? CND Zerk. Is that good? Special. Max T. I'm very, very curious what you guys will vote. I think overall this should be close. Can? What? I like CND. It works. It's already done. I don't want to delete it. You haven't seen Special? Yeah, Special played not too long ago, to be fair, and he was really good. First, we made him play against Chem. At that point, Juanito wasn't that good yet. He lost 3-1. Overall, a bit of a one-sided series. Then we got Special against Hydra, and he looked a lot better. Then we got Special against Nikic, and he looked really good. And now we'll see. Nikic is good. Scarlett is even better. I think it's going to be a very fun series. We are actually 12 minutes ahead of the schedule, so that is nice. Is Scarlett back in Canada right now? Or are we just playing on NA? I assume we're... Okay. You were gone for a while, no? Yeah, make fun of the CND, HCA, whatever. Guys, I got it wrong. I always get it wrong. If I write Cat, it's not good. If I write Can, it's not good. If I write CND, it's not good. Whatever. Scarlett is back in North America. Special is back in North America or Central America. I'll take a little break, and by the time that I come back, we can get ready for our main event, Scarlett Special. Winner gets 150 bucks, loser gets 50. Hope you guys are excited. I'll see you guys soon.